Do you sometimes feel with your children that you don't know where to start with behavior problems? You draw on your own experience as a child with your own parents and their parenting styles and how they implemented behavior and routine. We all as humans like predictability. We gravitate towards a routine. We like predictability. Just think of the last year with the COVID pandemic. It has almost taken and pulled the rug from under our feet. We feel destabilized. We need routine. We want predictability. We want governments that are able to kind of provide assurances, structured routine and predictability. And now, your child is no different. For a child with ADHD, they only have two times they understand. It's now and not now. ADHD is the only time when children don't have a concept of time. They need you to provide that routine. They don't have foresight. They don't have hindsight. They're trapped in the now. They don't have the ability to change their behavior based on what happened in the past and also look forward, plan. So as a parent, routine is absolutely a critical essential of the management of ADHD. So, lots of talking and advising and spending a lot of time talking about things, or children that go to therapists that do lots of talking, it's not going to benefit your child's behavior, because what only works is when they're doing. It's a doing problem. Children are not stupid. They know what to do. The back of the brain is the knowing brain. The front of the brain, where the problem is a doing brain. And they have a problem with doing. So the only routine and behavior techniques that work is when they are doing. So, when you're thinking about introducing a program and a routine, all children need a place and they need space. A place is how they fit into your family. You create their place. It's almost like sitting at a dinner table and creating a particular order. Those are your rules. Those are your structures. And they need to know where that place is. Then they also have their own space. And make sure they don't try and impede on your space. You as a parent are a coach. You're like a referee standing on the sideline. You're not a participant in the way they function and work. You provide the touchlines. You provide the encouragement as a coach, but you're not a player. You can be a parent and a friend to your child, but only in that order. There's a business side and there's a social side. Those business sides, and as a parent, you need to establish your child's place. It needs to be defined. You need to be clear on that. Children with ADHD have a chemical imbalance. They are unable to control their behavior according to what you would expect for a child of a similar age. They're almost a younger child behaving in an older child's body. So a child who's 6 is probably behaving 30% younger, almost like a 4-year-old. But that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse because you have ADHD to have bad behavior. In fact, that child needs to be held more accountable. They need to be accountable in the moment when they're doing. You need to almost externalize. They need to be able to visualize. So the times when they get up in their bedroom, a visual reminder when they get up They dress, they put their shirt on, they can even have their things and clothes ready the night before. They go through these sequences visually. Breakfast, brush teeth, get my bag, get ready for school. You can almost tokenize it and reward it for things done in the morning, for things they want in the afternoon. You can almost use like little game chips or tokens. They're earning the right. Children need to be rewarded immediately. They need to have clear instruction. And you need to be consistent. Say what you mean what you say, and follow through. I was having a chat to a mum earlier on today, and we were, no parents is perfect, and we all fall into that trap. If you act on the third instruction to your child knows they've got a bit of extra time. They know that you're only going to act once you have gone down the line with instructions only on the third time. Don't be that parent. We all think of individuals we know where their no is a no, but there are those that we know in our social circle that maybe we can change their yes to no. Be a parent who is in charge of yourself. Make sure that you are clear as to where you stand. A lot of structure in parenting is actually getting control of yourself. And, it's almost like introducing a vaccination system. Behavior instructions and instructions for children is like a vaccination program. We've all been vaccinated against polio. And it's like giving a little bit of polio in a vaccine. In other words, a little bit of exposure to the polio virus that leads to immunity and avoids a problem later on in life. You can almost think about allowing your child to experience the consequences of their actions. They need to learn the consequences and rather let them deal with it in small mini doses, so that later on in life, when they're behind the wheel of a car, which is the most dangerous weapon that anybody can possess, a new driver learning to drive, that they are able to control their behavior. We all want children to grow up to be individuals that can think for themselves and act on themselves independently. And if we keep doing things for our children, we don't introduce a system of accountability and learning the consequences of your actions, they're not going to be able to learn to do that. I hope that helps.